So Funimation is at it again. This time, they are changing the subtitle context to the context that they want it to be. Oh, Funimation. You know, you keep digging deeper and deeper holes you just can't pull yourself out of. To no one's surprise. Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So Funimation is switching up context of subtitles. You've got to be kidding me, Funimation. You continue to do more and more damage to anime and to the community, and yet you think this is a good idea. Oh, well, you know what? Let's just add that to the list of terrible ideas of things that you have done and continue to do. Because seriously, people just want anime to be translated the way it's supposed to be. That's kind of the point. They don't want your context being thrown in there. Funny adding social distancing line in their subs. OMFG. And then, of course, you have the line right here where the character states, what's the deal with the social distancing? Now, this has totally changed from what the original line is. We're going to get into what the original line was right here in just a moment. But Funimation, this is not what people want. They want you to translate it like it's supposed to be. We don't want your context. We want the context of what it's supposed to be in there. How do you not get that, Funimation? And then, of course, this person continued to tweet, adding, saying, including this. And then, as you can see, they added another line in here that they had also changed yet again. And then, of course, when we take a better inspection of what it is, the character states, of course not. The social distance will be set at no less than 50 centimeters. So, Funimation, what are you doing? I mean, when you're translating, you're just supposed to translate it the way it's supposed to be with its original context. You don't change it to be the context you want it to be. What are you doing? Seriously, you already have a bad enough reputation as it is, and to now switch up the subs to whatever context you want it to be. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So, a couple of people on Twitter were talking about this. One person stated, gonna verify it. I hope it's the most recent one. And then this person went on to state, it's, why are you staying away from me, or something like that. There were no reference to social distancing in Japanese dub. If there were, the manga author would have seen the future better than Kojima could with Death Stranding. Oh, yikes. But you see, that's the thing. Why are you doing this, Funimation? People just want to watch anime and have a good time with it. They don't want the context of what is supposed to be there to be swapped to what you want it to be. There's literally no reason for that. And not only that, but you did it more than once. Therefore, thing is, you take people out of series when you do stuff like this. I would like to ask, Funimation, what's the point in this? It makes absolutely no sense to change the context to what you want it to be. That doesn't make any sense at all whatsoever, and it just sounds absurdly ridiculous. So people continue to go on. Is this the same for Kaguya scene during the ending credits? Person responds, I don't know, first time watching this anime itself. This person continues, of course, I will forbid being within less than 50 centimeters each other. Again, no social distancing. Manga author does not see the future. In other words, Funimation is at it again. So, what's the point of this, Funimation? You know, why are you doing this when that has nothing to do with this whole entire scenario that's going on in the anime here? It makes no sense. You take people out from this, and this continues to help burn your reputation, because if you're going to take things out of context, well, you're not going to please people that way. Another thing to note, what does this have to do with social distancing? That also doesn't make any sense to me, Funimation. You do not make sense here yet again. I mean, it's not out of the ordinary that you don't make sense, but this just adds to that. It's ridiculous. So another person responded saying, how does a line referencing a real-world pandemic fit in any way in a fictional slice-of-life romantic comedy story where such a thing does not exist in the source material? Yeah, see, that doesn't make any sense, Funimation. You're just adding stuff you want to add in because, I don't know, maybe you think it's funny, or maybe you think that it works when in reality it's fine the way it was and you don't need to add this stuff in there. You're not making any sense, Funimation, and this whole social distancing thing here, it doesn't add up to what is going on in the anime. It makes no sense. You're not adding up here like at all. You're just making yourself look more idiotic than you already are. Funimation, may I present an alternative? Yeah, because Funimation, you question why some people might sail the high seas. Well, because when you pull stuff like this, and you have a bad history already of making people want to sail the high seas, and then of course, when you put stuff like this that's completely out of context into your own context of what you want it to be, yeah, that's only going to add further to making people not trust you as a company. I mean, you're not trustworthy at all, Funimation, and you're continuing to contribute to that. And this is only going to further make people want to go sail the high seas, if you get what I mean, for anime. And who's that on, Funimation? Because your job is to translate, and it is to translate properly. Your job is not to throw in context, or even in other cases, throw in your agendas, or anything of that sort. It's just to do it directly the way it's supposed to be. I mean, it's not that hard. You've been doing it for years, so why change it now? Makes no sense. Funny, so desperate to write themselves into the source material. Have you noticed they're releasing a lot of 10-year-old content recently? Is it because it's cheap and they're losing dibs on the newer stuff? Or is it they just don't like new stuff unless they can change it? Oh, they're going to change whatever they can. I mean, at this point, we've been seeing Funimation change things over and over again, and not for the better, for the worse. When all of us anime fans, what do we want? We just want it to be the way it is. We all enjoy anime for what it's always been. Nobody asked for this to change. Nobody wants this to change. And Funimation, by continuing to change things, you further upset the anime community. And here's the thing, Funimation, you split the anime community in two yourself. You have no one to blame for that but yourself. You did it. You know you did. And let's take a look at some of Funimation's censorship or changes. Funimation censors mild butt pun joke in Nico Para. And it was an absolutely idiotic thing to do, which I've talked about this in the past. Not only that, they also went after Furi by saying Funimation edits joke to remove light sexual humor in Furi. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. Here's the thing. You also changed that as well, and there was no reason for that change. It was just a joke, and yet, apparently it's too much for Funimation. They can't handle it. What in the world, Funimation? We also can't forget about last year when Funimation also switched up the dub of a girl who chants love at the bound of this world and changed it to reference misogyny. I remember that one. You also changed another one as well whenever you also threw in references to Gamergate, as well as whenever you dropped interspecies reviewers after the third episode because it fell out of your standards. Funimation, what are you talking about? You have had multiple series like High School DxD, for example, and you say that interspecies reviewers doesn't fit your standards. Taking a look at this real fast. This is what Funimation had to say on the matter. Funimation has abruptly dropped the anime series interspecies reviewers from its platforms after only 3 episodes following a company review of the ecchi comedy series found that this series falls out of our standards. Really, it falls out of your standards when you have way more anime that have ecchi related themes. You have got to be kidding me, Funimation. And you wonder why you have a bad reputation. This is exactly why, because you try to change things to either change the context, throw in your politics, your agendas, and then you drop things because it doesn't fit our standards, and then you are hypocritical because you have other shows that are within that library of yours that are also ecchi. You gotta be kidding me, Funimation. You're nothing but a bunch of liars and a bunch of hypocrites, and now you're trying to change things to meet your standards. Yeah, okay, sure. And here's the thing. These are the very people that want to make anime better, as they say. You think making anime better is by changing context of things that don't even need to be changed? It doesn't make it better. Your job is to translate. It is not to change things to fit what you want it to be. It is to translate it how it's supposed to be. But apparently, you don't know how to do your job as usual, to no one's surprise. All you have to do is translate. Stop throwing in a different context, keep the context of what was supposed to be there, and leave it alone. And I'll tell you right now, Funimation, it's not that hard to do your job. People don't want you to try to self-insert your own ideas into anime. People just want to watch anime in peace and have a good time with it. And this is the thing. Funimation says they want to make anime better, but by making these changes, you're not making anime better, Funimation. You're certainly not. And you definitely don't know what anime fans really want. If you think that your changes are going to make it better, you definitely don't know what anime fans really want then. And I have to give props to this meme here, which is an AnimeGate meme. And the person that made this, got to give props to Gorn Ninth Yusa. I think that's how you say your name. If I butchered it, I do apologize. But you made an amazing AnimeGate meme, and we have to rise and stand together against Funimation and others that tried to harm anime. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and make sure you are still subscribed because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all their favorite channels. So make sure you are still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like, and also be sure to share the video on social media, spread the word, and get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, be sure to follow me on Discord. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it will keep you up to date on when the newest videos will be released, as well as any other upcoming events in the near future. So be sure to follow me on Discord. The link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you. And have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.